Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Bragado. Munfu podcast, money up, no funny up podcast. How dare you try to entertain the funny without the money podcast? We litty gangington.
Big facts.
What's cracking?
Jamar and Eminem.
Jamar.
The final chapter, I think. It's looking like it. What's it called? We already did the video about Jamar's tweets, but my bad, telemarketer. Oh my God. Hello?
Yeah. You good?
Alright, so we already did the video about Jamar's tweets. You know what he said. If you don't know what we said, go check that out. Is it our last one?
Yeah.
Go check out our last video. Matter of fact, go check out our last video, then come back to this one. But we knew he was going to go to Vlad and really officially make the statements. So, did you see the Vlad clip of everything he said? I did a whole video about it.
Yeah.
So. What did you think about what he was saying on the Vlad couch?
I don't know, man. I feel like, again, I've already said this before, but I feel like he doubled back and moved the goalpost from what was originally said to begin with. That wasn't his original point, and that's not the original point that he was trying to make. So now him agreeing with him basically is, oh, well, that's all we needed. In the conversation, it's like, no, nigga, not really.
Well, there's a couple things in that little interview that was a little annoying. I definitely love the fact that he kept, if you pay attention, he kept trying to point the light on Vlad. Because my nigga Vlad be definitely just manipulating and Geppettoing things and behind the scenes. And this is literally all Vlad's fault.
I told you that. I literally told you that. I said the Vlad's title to the video was what legitimate, because when all this stuff happened after Lord Jamar's tweet, I started going and researching this. So I doubled back and I looked at all the old Vlad clips, what Lord Jamar said. And literally the reason why all of that got all blown out of proportion to begin with was because Vlad literally titled his video something.
It wasn't even the title of the video. It was that in the original video, Jamar just says, white people are against hip hop. He wasn't even thinking of Eminem. You could tell he wasn't even thinking of Eminem. And then for some reason, Vlad goes, Eminem. And then he goes, yeah, why would you? Because if you even think now, you get it. If you think, why would you? I just said, you're saying that so you can title it.
So you can title it. But Vlad, my bad, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Jamar actually said that to Vlad in the video, bro, this nigga hit my car cuz just know you gonna witness a homie on camera. But what I'm saying is, like, he told Vlad that straight up. He was like, bro, don't, I'm your homie, and I'm telling you this because I'm your homie. Don't do this to nobody else, because if you do, they're gonna be heated, period.
Yeah. I like that energy he was giving on Vlad. I like that. He even interrupted him. He goes, no, you said that. I like that. What made me a little confused is like you said, that wasn't the argument y'all was having. It wasn't even an argument.
No, it wasn't.
It seemed like they, like Vlad and Jamar, more Vlad was kind of like manipulate. He wanted Jamar to answer in a certain type way, with a certain type energy, right? Because even did you notice when he was reading the lyrics, and I'm a weirdo, I pay attention to, how I be paying attention to people, but when he was reading the lyrics of what Eminem said in his songs, you notice how in the first one he goes, yeah, he said, I'll throw my weight. He's reading, like, he's paraphrasing the whole, what he said, then he goes, you clown, Every time he said one of the things, he made sure to and then say like Jamar, I'm not. You're a guest in the house of hip hop, you bitch. He always makes sure to throw one because he was trying to steer Jamar to be as mad as possible and belligerent as possible while answering. Just go back and watch that and see the voice of the way it's like, okay, we know what he knows what he said. You ain't got to say something like clown. Okay, we get it.
That's
it almost sounded like Vlad called him a clown, but it was also parts where it was just like a weird obliviousness where it's like when Jamar goes, Eminem never said, you know what he said? He said, yeah, Eminem said he was a guest in didn't say he wasn't a guest in hip hop, but he did say he was, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, what he said, he said, okay, well, Eminem might not have said that, but he did say that he was a guest. And I said, first of all, by you going off of this tangent wouldn't be a tangent if he said he wasn't a guest. That was your whole argument. So if you're saying that, then that is in turn saying I am a guest. If you're attacking someone for saying like, yo, you're a guest in this house, and I never argue if I'm a guest in that house, I'm just roasting you.
Yeah.
Like if I go stay at your spot, and you just like, nigga, you're a guest here, and I'm like, nigga, your shoes, nigga, yo, and I'm just snapping on you. That's not me saying I'm not a guest.
Yeah.
Especially like don't say that. And the thing that makes me the maddest about that is like, no, Eminem has literally said he's literally always said hip hop is black music.
Yeah.
To a point where I almost thought it was like pandering. But then I'd be like, I guess it's not pandering. I guess he has to say it.
I mean, he's literally said, you know, if this was me, if I was black and I dropped this song, it would have got half that. Like, he literally has said that. You know what I mean?
He literally
like,
said, and I'm going to say this, every video we bring this up, this ends the argument. Since I'm not the first king of controversy, I am the worst thing since Elvis Presley to use black music so selfishly and use it to get myself wealthy. Hey, here's a concept that works. 20 million other white rappers emerge, but no matter how many fish in the sea, it'll be so empty without me. That's literally Lord Jamar's point. That from Elvis to white people appropriating the music, that was said on Without Me. That's why I'm like, where are you getting this? He didn't say that. He said that over Look Shady Blue. If I didn't have these baby blues, if shady eyes were brown, I wouldn't sell as much. He literally, what? Even though the black boy, it's crazy that Joe Budden is killing Eminem for the opposite reason Jamar is killing Eminem.
Right.
Budden was killing Eminem because he felt like this, but he just way too just pandery stuff.
Yeah.
And then Jamar is killing him because he doesn't understand the black struggle or something. It's like, pick an argument, bro. Y'all, you can't diss two people on an album that if they both argue with each other, they would cancel each other out.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ultimately, I feel like, I don't know. I'm glad that now it's coming to an end because I feel like it's been an ongoing thing for so long. But I definitely think it's kind of whack that Jamar is going to try to walk away with that point. Like he won that point, and that's not his original point. So ultimately, that's kind of the thing that makes me be like, man, this is kind of like a crash dummy situation. But I mean, overall, I don't know, man. He actually said in the interview too that he thinks it's the stand's fault. Yeah, which is what I don't know why he finally now said this. Yeah, like you could have said that a long time ago, my nigga. Well, not only that, but he understood the whole thing when he was like, I think it was more, I would say something, his fans would say something, they would relay it back to him, then he would have to respond to me through that. It's like, well, if you know that, then what are we doing? Yeah, that's a fact. And there's also a point of this, and I know this is going to... There's also a point of this where Jamar was acting like he was doing this, like he was trying to lean into the trolling angle. Like it was after Kamikaze, he was trying to lean like, oh, I got Eminem to talk about me. He literally said that. Yeah. So it's just like,
And the thing that I also, this is the same thing with T Grizzly. Thing that's weird about M or any big rapper, Jay or anything. This is what people will do. People will assume that they're not in touch with what's going on in hip hop. Assume that they're not in touch with that person. So then that person will diss that person. And then when that person responds back to something, they'll be like, oh, why do you even... It doesn't make sense. It's like, because I am in tune with hip hop. The whole reason you... Because what I didn't understand about Jamar's whole thing, where it's like... He was like, why is Eminem even dissing me? Why you keep talking about me? Because you're talking about him. Because you're making fun of him. And he's paying attention. I don't understand. Does he not have the right now to...
No, he holds him to a standard. Period.
And it's like, well,
he knows where Eminem lives, and he, you know what I mean, like, despite what he said, I think it's a lot of people be like, oh, it's jealousy and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, I don't know if it's necessarily jealousy. I just think that Lord Jamar is just it's bitterness, and to an extent, and I don't know, I guess you could call that jealousy, kind of, you know what I mean, but...
I think it's something where Eminem represents something to Jamar that he didn't represent to Jamar when he tweeted that tweet that he rocked with him. So
Correct.
Something had to have happened in that time, something that he's not saying, that made him now start projecting things onto Eminem.
Right.
So maybe something happened in the industry or something like that with white people or something, or somebody in his camp, somebody that's close to him or someone that's white, and now he's projecting that to Eminem and literally saying things like, if I'm gonna have be mad at somebody because he didn't say something, I better make sure he didn't say that. So the fact that's why I'm like, yo, if I was talking to Jamar, what would he say to if I said that lyric? If he said, once he said Eminem hasn't said he's a guest, and I said, no, he definitely says it all the time. Matter of fact, Eminem is damn near the same thing as Jamar. That's the thing I don't understand. It's like, you guys literally have the same stance on hip-hop. I don't think you understand. You literally do. Like, I guarantee you Eminem's stance on hip-hop is more like Jamar's stance on hip-hop than a lot of the Eminem fans that were attacking Jamar.
100%.
And that's why when he was asked, he just said, I never said I was a guest.
Yeah.
It wasn't a hesitation. It wasn't a trying to flip the words. And he just said, I'm a guest.
He literally was like, man, I don't know if I ever spoke on this, but I never said that. And I never also said I was the king. And I was like, oh, well, argument over. Your entire thing was him wanting to admit that. Now he admits that. And now what are you going to say?
But here's the thing that makes me annoyed about that, too, is that the guest part is cool. The king part is like, that's the stuff where it's like, people, and I can't even be mad at him because people force you to be pandery almost. Because, like, why would you be at your level? It's okay. Like, I know you can't say, but what do you, I don't like listening to rappers who don't got that. Jay-Z's not going to tell you that he's not the best. You ain't going to catch Jay saying some, yeah, I'm the second. I don't want to be the... Like, it's okay for Eminem to let his nuts hang a little bit. You're a rapper. This isn't pop music.
Yeah.
This isn't that you're a rapper. It's okay for you to da-da-da-da will prove me wrong. Say it like that. Like, you don't gotta... And it's okay that you humble and stuff like that, but it's like, come on, son. Come on. You don't gotta do all that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. I feel like this is... For now, all we're going to hear about it, I doubt M's going to respond to that because...
No, he's not. It's over.
You know
On that side, but what Vlad's going to do, because Vlad is an evil genius.
He going to keep flipping it.
He going to keep flipping that shit.
That's a fact.
And another thing I said in my video, too, that it's a lot of Vlad's fault, is that I don't even think Jamar talked about Eminem as much as it seemed. Because this is what Vlad will do, right? Is what... He might interview Jamar for 2 hours, an hour and a half, hour 45. Of that hour and a half, 15, maybe 20 minutes would be Eminem stuff. In a conversation that's long, that's nothing, right? But what Vlad will do, because Vlad don't release every bit of the 2-hour conversations or whole interviews until he releases the whole interview. What he does is he will get the Eminem parts and he'll sprinkle them. And he'll rewind them, and so the perception makes people think basically Jamar won't stop talking about Eminem, but it's really not that.
No, it's just one small. It's a 5-minute segment in a 2-hour interview, and Vlad will flip that 4 times in 3 different ways.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's like it'll be like a 15-minute section that he'll break up into 3 videos, and then spread those videos out in an amount of time, or around an era of time that makes it feel like that's all that's coming from that. Because even when Jamar said, "I feel like you asked too many people about that guest in hip hop thing." Because every time you ask another person about you feel like a guest in hip hop, it brings Jamar to mind, and it makes you feel like, in a way, it's like Jamar talking about him because you don't see Vlad.
100%. That's a fact. I don't know, man.
But I'm not mad at Vlad at all for doing that. That's what you're supposed to do.
Essentially.
That's the route he took. Get your chicky wallow.
That's a fact. Even at other people's expense, apparently.
I mean, let's not say it's because even if...
I mean, not in this situation, no, but I'm saying in other situations, yeah, that's what happens. You know. Let us know in the comment section how you feel about the situation. Did you watch the interview? How you feel about it all being wrapped up, over and done with now? You know what I mean? Let us know, man. Tune in. Money up, no funny up. You got anything else to say?
No.
All right. Grr. Bye.